Okay, welcome. We have a new property. I stumbled onto this one. It's in Whitby, Ontario, and it's actually sixplex. Okay, it's going for $2 million roughly. It is four, two bedrooms, about 1,200 square feet, and it's also two one bedrooms, which is about 1,000 square feet. Okay, individually metered. Let me see what else we have here. Let me just open it up so we can get a good look at this. Let me see here. Large bedroom, large units, plus 8 tenants and three visitor parking spaces, two addresses, two main door entrance, two staircases, basically back-to-back triplexes, okay? Um, Individually, each has own metered. Um, Six stoves, five fridges because one tenant owns their own fridge. All doors are fireproof, newer windows and balcony doors in the last 6 years. Okay, these are annual property taxes here. Okay, so this is what we're going to probably go with. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to move this over. Okay, so I've actually already started this. So just to give you an idea, it's around sixplex. Okay, around five cap. There's the price here. Now you're going to need, because it's 6 units and above, it's commercial zoned. So you're going to need at least 35% down. Okay, interest rate 5%. I'm just going to put that in there. Estimated cost, I don't know. We're going to leave that blank because we don't really know. 30-year AM. Okay. So right now this is roughly the monthly mortgage payment. Okay, so now remember it said four two bedrooms and two one bedrooms. So actually put in here four two bedrooms already and two one bedrooms. So I went to here, basically Googled it. What's the average rents in Whitby, Ontario? So two bedrooms is 289 and one bedroom is actually 2,200, which is surprisingly for that area, it's quite high actually. So we're going with this rent right now. So it's about 15,980 a month, a year 190, which is actually really good. So we're going to put a vacancy in there of 5%. Oops, mistake. We're going to put a vacancy in there of 5%. Make sure it's selected right before you do anything. Okay, and then so we're going to move over here. So we already got the net operating income. I was at 172. But keep in mind, guys, we're at 44,000 cash flow, but we haven't put any expenses in. Okay, so again, this is the 1% rule. These are rule of thumb. You don't have to use these numbers. Okay, but if you want, these automatically calculate 1% for taxes and 0.07% for insurance based off of this sale price. Okay, so you can just add the information here. You just have to type it in. I left it like this. We leave it like this. So you don't have to use those numbers, but if you are, they're already there for you. Automatically, we're going to put 5% maintenance fees on this. Okay, and management. Okay, so we're going to put a management of 5% right now. And what I like to do is if I don't have all the numbers, like we're going to go back to let's go back to the listing. And a lot of times we don't have the information. Okay, we do have here, they say that the annual property taxes is 11,000, right? But then we have to work that out, right? So because this chart here or the expenses is based off of monthly fees, right? So let's just put these numbers in just to see what happens. 11,723 divided by 12, and you look at 976 a month. So we could do it that way. Let's try that first, okay? So 976 a month. Let's say 977. Round that up. Insurance, actually, we're gonna probably we're gonna use this insurance. This is quite high actually for this amount, but it is a sixplex. So I'm gonna put in 800. Okay, I think that's even high as is. Okay, so let's put 800 in. We have the management fees plus plus the maintenance fees, electricity, water, and gas. So now you're gonna have common areas, but they say that it's individually metered, so the tenants are gonna be paying that, but you still have to pay for electricity, right? So I'm gonna put in an extra $100 a month. Water, $200 a month. Gas, I'm gonna put another $100 a month. Okay. Miscellaneous, we don't know. General admin, repairs, utilities, waste. Yes, you're gonna have to put at least maybe I would say about 150 a month there. I'm gonna put 200 just for the sake of 200. So lawn and snow, yes, you're gonna probably put that, but we're gonna leave that blank for now because we don't really know. So it could be around 103 and 100 $300 a month, okay, and other. So we have right now we have this kind of taxes in terms of the taxes. So we have 182,000 is net operating income. So usually, what the rule of thumb is, if the tenants are paying utilities, it's about 35%, 35 to 40%. If the landlord is paying utilities, it's going to be 50% of the net operating income. I'm sorry, of the gross operating income. So if we divide 182, right, by two, you're looking at 91,000. So we're way below 91,000. So what I would do is, just to make it more sensible, make it more realistic, I'm going to put maybe another 10% on that. There you go. Okay. 66,000. Yeah, that's about right. It's around 40%. Okay. So if you scroll down here, according to the income based off of the numbers we see off the internet here on average rent, um, you're actually, the price of this property is actually worth about 2.3 million. So they're selling it just under 2 million. So they know exactly how it works, right? So what we're going to do is this. We've established this. We're in a negative cash flow for the year and the month, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here. It's called the cash flow maximizer. Now, I designed this basically to help everybody, or anybody who's thinking about purchasing investment property or analyzing deals, to hopefully find a way to figure out how to cash flow a property. Because I think any property is can be cash flow positive, but you're going to have to do a number of things to maybe make that cash flow positive. Okay, so raise the rents. So yes, we are going to raise the rents. We're going to raise it always 2.5%. Right now, by law, 2023, we're allowed to raise it 2.5%. Laundry. So I go back to the listing. I did read that there is laundry. Now I don't know. See, includes 6 stacking washer and dryer sets, which means there's probably in each unit. So we're not going to be able to charge for that, okay? Because it's probably absorbed in the cost of the rent. So parking, there is parking spaces as it said. So I would charge parking for this. So there's 6 parking spaces. So I'm going to charge $50 a month, which is actually pretty reasonable. Okay, so we're going to charge $300 for the 6 units, and the pet fees. Okay, the 6 units. I'm assuming 2 is going to have pets. Okay, so we're going to put in $200 extra a month for the pet fee for dogs only. $200 for a one-time damage fee. Okay, now there could be additional income coming from this place, but we don't know at this stage. So we're going to go move down. So remember, we increase the income or reduce expenses. Those are the 2 essential reasons of or ways of increasing cash flow on a property. Okay, so if we're strapped, we're in a situation where the cash flow is not, we're not cash flowing, and what can we do to litigate the expenses and to hopefully potentially raise the income? Okay, so tenants pay utilities. Yes, we've already established that tenants will pay utilities. We're just going to click that to make sure that we've done it. We do have to pay. These are common fees. These are common fees that we're going to be coming up with. And the tenants will absorb the other costs. Lower interest rates. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to click it and say that, okay, we've acknowledged it. We're going to come over here to interest rate, 5%. I think it's already pretty low. So I think we're not going to go there. It might even be a little higher, depending on the purchaser and their situation and so forth. Okay, and their down payment and a number of other factors. So what we're going to do is this: increase down payment. Yes, we're going to increase down payment. We're going to click here and we're going to see what we're at. Okay, so we're negative cash flow. Look down at the bottom here. It's at $8,294 a year. Okay, which is not very good. So what we're going to do is we're going to increase that down payment. We're going to come up here on the left hand side to down payment percentage. We're going to add. I'm going to add 45%. Hit enter. So it's running a little slow, I believe. I don't know. Did anything happen here? Hold on a sec. 45, 35. Something's not right here. Let me see here. Okay, we had a technical difficulty, but we're okay now. It must have been when I was working on another file or another property. I accidentally deleted the the formula, but it won't occur with yours, guys, because I've locked up all the areas, so you won't be able to actually change anything in white. It's only thing in blue you're allowed to change. But on my version, I'm allowed to change everything, and I just made a mishap there. But it's okay; it's rectified now. So we got 35%. So we had 35%, and as you come down here, we're actually at a cash flow of 36,000. So that was the error. All right, so it wasn't actually adding down payment. So, but it's been rectified. Again, don't worry about the one that you're gonna have or the one that you currently have. Just you won't be able to manipulate these anything in white anyways because they're locked. Only thing you'll be able to add is blue. Okay. So here we are. So okay, so we're 35,000. 60 about 67%, 67,000 of the 186 is around 40% roughly. Okay, so we're gonna moving down here. So increased down payment. We're at 35%. Are you happy with 36,395.36 a year? Me, I wouldn't be happy with that. Okay, I'm looking at 60,000. I need about 5 grand a month for me to make this even worthwhile, profitable deal. Okay, so let's increase that down payment. We're gonna put in, sorry, 45. Let's see what happens. 49. We're pretty close. Okay, but we're gonna need 899,000. We're gonna need close to $1 million. Okay, for the down payment. So are we gonna self? Now this is where it's really cool. Watch this, guys. Okay, this is my favorite part of it. And that's why I incorporated this into the maximizer, and it does it automatically for you, pretty much. So we're going to self-maintenance. So maintenance, 5%. I'm not going to self-maintenance. I'd rather pay $819 a month here to have someone self-maintaining, okay? And management we already have in place, okay? So it is 6 units. You can technically manage this yourself, and if you can, and then you're going to save 5% there. So we're going to go self-maintenance. So we're going to say no. Okay, we're going to have someone self-maintain it. Now this is what's really cool. So this is the rent guarantee program. So I recommend this to everybody who's in Canada, who's watching this, and who has a property. It doesn't matter how many units, but basically pay 5.5% per unit per month based off of the income that it's producing. Okay, so what we're gonna do is this. So we're gonna go yes. So we're gonna add yes. It automatically looks over here. You can see here 5.5% was added to the expenses, which is $900 a month. Okay. So look down here at the cash flow, 38,534. So now we have a rent guarantee, which means that the tenant that this company is gonna actually put a tenant in your property if there isn't, or manage the ones that are. And in the event that someone leaves because either they can't pay the rent anymore, they lose their job, or they just move out, they're gonna fill that with a tenant. And in the event that they don't have anybody in there, they're gonna pay the rent for you. Okay, for 12 months. And there's a lot of other benefits that comes with working with this company. Okay, so but now because we have it guaranteed, we know that now we can eliminate this vacancy. Really, because I mean that's what you have a vacancy for, right? It's because you can't pay. You're worried about if someone's going to leave. You need some kind of cushion of money to provide you to compensate for that loss. But in this case, it's guaranteed, right? So as long as you're paying your 5.5%, you're going to have that guaranteed. So we're going to reduce that to 0. But I want you to look over at the cash flow. It should increase. Let's just have a look here. So we're going to put this to 0. We're going to hit enter. And if you go cash flow per year, it's going to actually increase 48. Okay. So now management, do you want to manage it? Let's say we manage it. We're going to put a 0 here on management fees. 0. We're going to enter 58 there. This is what I like here. This is where I would come and say, you know what? This is a good deal. We're at 58 grand a year, just over 5,000 a month. We're just going to scroll down here. Are we green lit? Good deal. Look, 5 years. We got 4 green lights, right? We have deal cap above market. We have monthly profit. We have cash flow per year, and we also have a 50% rule in terms of the rent. Okay, so this is, and actually the property is valued at $2,572,000. So actually, this property is actually a really good price according to this. Okay, so again, but we're raising the rents 3%. We're charging parking, monthly fee, pet fees, and if it's more pets, it's more money, right? So we have 6 units, but there could be more pets. Maybe there is no pets, but we're in an event. We're going to say, okay, there's 2 pets. If there isn't, we're going to obviously reduce those costs. How about energy efficient lighting? Yeah, because there's going to be some common areas. You're going to probably reduce the efficiency of the lighting. So you're going to put in, I would say, I always like to put in 3%. and that's going to boost it up to 60. If you look at the bottom right hand, it's cash flow per year. Okay. Energy efficient lighting always improves the cost. And self-maintenance. Yes, yes, yes. And how about reduce offer price? Now, like I mentioned, it's 2,600,000. Yeah, it went up now because of the cash flow went up, right? So that price is going to change. So now what we're going to do is we're going to increase our last option here on a cash flow maximizer is to reduce the offer price. So let's go over here. It's at 199,999, right? Apparently 999. Okay. I think one too many nines. I don't know. Yeah, one too many nines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down. I'm going to put it at 1,900,000. Just see, 1,900,000. Okay, that's roughly about 100,000 off, right? And we increased it to 63. See, so that's something I would do. I'd probably even go with this. Maybe put it offer at 1,900. Or if you want something more, it's going to be something more, right? So this is essentially how it works. Now, this is a really good cash flow. This is something that I would absolutely entertain. However, you're going to need about 855,000 to secure this property. Okay, so 5-year cash flow. All right, this is what you're looking at the cash flow over a 5-year term. Now, let's say, for example, you decide that you want to refi the property. So based on appreciation over 5 years, you could potentially secure 80% of the value, which is going to be this over the next 5 years. If this property appreciates 5% or 3 to 5% a year, and I'm going to show you quickly down here. We didn't do even a vendor take back. Okay, so this is obviously from another evaluation. So we're going to put that in 0, okay, for now. And we could do a vendor take back. Let's do that right now. So we're going to do a vendor take back. So the property is valued at I'm just gonna put $1,000,000. It's pretty close. That was the list price anyway, right? Okay, so we're asking for vendor take back. Let me see if they'll take like 200,000. Right? We got a 3% maybe vendor take back, a down payment. You're gonna need a down payment of 35% because it is a sixplex. It's a minimum. So you're essentially now you're coming in. You're gonna need 800,000, and your down payment is gonna be 280,000. Okay, provided they take a vendor take back of 200,000. So you're giving them what they want, which is sorry, 1,000,001. We're gonna put in 1,000,001. That's what essentially what they want, right? Put it paying, so you're gonna need about 315. This is the first mortgage, 30-year term, 5-year rate. Number 200,000 is the vendor take back. This is how much per month, and this is what your cash flow is per year. So if I scroll up here, the cash flow is actually pretty good, right? It's not 83,000 per year. However, the monthly profit is not very good. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to come down here and we're going to go to our rent analysis. You can particularly you can check to see if the whatever that rent is, the current market rent is if we make it a $50 extra a month, how much would it be? You can add that here. This is again the rule of thumb, okay, in terms of expenses. So you're gonna automatically put the information on the top, and it's automatically populated here for you automatically. So it's gonna tell you roughly how much it's gonna cost per month for all of these things. Okay, you can use them if you like. I think they're pretty accurate. And even if they're not, even if they're a little over embellished, like 1% of sales is maybe a little bit over than what they're actually paying, you've already, you've absorbed that, right? So you put that in. So if in this case, it's 1,583, but if it comes out, at $1,000 or $1,100 in actuality, then you've actually just saved an extra $300-400 a month, right? Times 12, and what is that, right? So so there is an extra additional profit, right? So I always want to overcompensate or put it on in terms of the expenses. That way, when you go in and it's not that high, hopefully, you're okay. This is really cool here. I'm just going to scroll down here. It's our 5-year return. It's the sell it and refi. So a 5-year return. So based off of this price, that's how the information was populated on top. It takes it from this information here. Everything you can change in blue. Okay, so if it's sales commissions or refi costs, they're all relatively the same. Closing costs about 1%. change in market cap if it changed by zero point 0.5. So again, these are all customizable. You can change them, and it will reflect in these numbers here, which automatically calculates it for you. So if you're looking to sell in 5 years, this is the total return. If you're looking to refi and so forth and so forth, okay, it tells you roughly how much you'll be able to utilize. Okay, so this is where this number comes in here at the bottom here, the 5-year refi, based off of an appreciation of, I think, 2 to 3% a year, I think it is. So now this is the Canadian version, guys, but we also have the the US version. It's a couple of things different. This is not here, which is the provinces and the rebates section here, which will automatically calculate for you once you select it. And there's going to be HOA fees for the US, my US friends, and so things like that, like where you can add if there's other expenses in the US that maybe I'm not even familiar with, you'll be able to add that there as well. Okay. So based off of this information, if you're looking for a specific type of cash flow that you're comfortable with, and then that's just a matter of, do I need to make a tweak here? You know, okay, listen, I'm comfortable with 60 grand. So for me to get this property, if I want to pursue this property, I already know I'm going to have to put 45% down. I'm going to have to put an offer in at 1.9, and I'm going to have to try and secure a rate of 5%, right? And if I don't, and then I just make the adjustment, and then I see what the difference in cash flow is. And if that's something that I can live with, and then this is a good deal. All right. So reach out to, this seems like a really good deal, guys. So what we're going to do is, and again, you put more down, and obviously you're going to reap more rewards. Okay. So you can reach out to Stella. This is her phone number for 905-430-9000. I'm pretty sure that's not her personal line. That's probably the brokerage number. But you can call there, ask for Stella. And this is the address, 331 and 329, which is two units, two addresses on Green Street in Whitby. Right. So this is actually a really good unit, a good investment property. This is something that I might even consider. So if you guys don't jump on this, I might even think about putting an offer on this property. So thank you. Until next time, we'll talk to you later. All right. Have a good one.